Warning. This show contains strong language and violence. Not intended for viewers under the age of 13. Parental discretion is advised. Please remember to follow, subscribe, comment, and share those links. Just press on the bell icon if you'd like to receive notifications on the latest music and videos from Studio 863. Hollywood Jackson here for Studio 863. Please be sure to mark your calendar for October the 31st. I'll be releasing my newest single, Into the Abyss. It'll be available on Apple Music, iTunes, Amazon, and Deezer. And don't forget to check us out on all your favorite social media platforms. You can catch us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and now on Discord. And don't miss our upcoming live streams on Twitch, Trovo, YouTube, and Facebook. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share those links. Hollywood Jackson here for Studio 863. Welcome to another Friday night and happy Friday. Hope you guys are doing well. If you're with us in the chat, please say hi. I want to make sure all this stuff is working. So I guess the last broadcast I did got interrupted a couple times, and we got down to the source and the reasons why. It appears that we were playing some copywritten content, so it got pulled from YouTube. So from this point forward, we will no longer be streaming live to YouTube. We're just going to be streaming to Twitch and to Trovo. I'm just going to cut off all the live broadcasts all together when it comes to YouTube. And what we were doing was on Friday nights, we were going to do like a Friday night video type of thing and sharing some of the other creators' music. And of course, there wasn't a problem with that. But I played a Beatles tune, and that really sent it into a spiral and a crash. So, and here we are. And don't forget, Monday is a very important day for us. We are releasing our first instrumental song, Into the Abyss. That is the official Hollywood Jackson theme song. And so be sure to check that out. I'm probably going to do a live broadcast, but it'll probably be later in the night, about 10 or 11 o'clock. And I guess we're GMT 5. So check your local time zone for that information. We covered a few weeks back, I had an issue with the mix box. I did a little update on the mix box, and it erased my presets that I had saved. And I wanted to show you guys the RackS5, and so tonight we're going to be doing a little mastering, a little slick little trick I learned a few weeks ago, and so I'm going to show you what I found out about the RackS5, and it actually saves the presets in a folder. So let me bring that up. And so what you will do is, if you'll go over to your documents and go to IK Multimedia folder and go down to your RackS5, I found a folder where the RackS5 is actually backing up your presets. So if you saved any presets or changed them and resaved them, it will be in your backup preset folder. So I wanted to give that information to those guys out there on YouTube, because they're always supporting this channel, and we're always trading information back and forth. So we wanted to share that with you guys. And so what I'm going to do tonight is, since Medicine 2.0 has already been released, I'm always tinkering in the studio, you know, trying to make stuff better. And so I've been playing with the RackS5, and of course this is a plugin that we got from IK Multimedia, and for the most part I use it just for mastering. I don't really use it for much else. And I'm going to show you a slick little trick that I learned. And of course I pulled in Medicine in the 4.0 version, which is the 2.0. And I'm going to show you a slick little trick. And of course, one of the first things you want to do, if you're going to be sending this up to CD Baby or Apple iTunes or any of those, Deezer, you're going to want to turn this into a digital delivery master. So you just come over there and check that box. And so this here is the master match. And you have a section up top where you can add a reference track. And this is the other reason that I didn't want to broadcast this live to YouTube, because I don't want them giving me another strike on the copyright. And the music that I'm going to be using is an actual, probably copywritten song. But it's just to show you, if you find a genre of music that you like or a particular mix that you like, you can actually capture that in the reference track, and it will take the EQ from that and put that on your track. So I'm usually using, let's see, I usually use the loud and clear on this. Let's see. And so if you'll slide down to the master match, add it in, and you see this shows up, add a reference track. Click on that. Let's see here. Slide this over. Get that out of the way. And so I'm going to use this reference track. And now you see it loads that in there. And so track clear out of there. So there we have our reference track. Now learn. Now you hit play. Now you hit learn. And you don't have to let it play through the whole song. I just usually let it play just a few minutes. The longer you let it play, the more it reads into the EQ. There ain't no sunshine, there ain't no rain, there ain't no pleasure. I'm just gonna let it run through that first. There ain't nobody to keep me sinking. All these blisters on my breaking. But I'm not gonna let you bring me down. No way to turn around. I guess I just your disease. Doing time might wake you up. I'm fine, it's just a medicine. And there you have it. You like your money. And so now what you do, as you can see the curve, the first one's just a little bit more than the second one. The first one was in orange, and the medicine track is right there in the white. So what you'll do now is you'll hit the match, and it will adjust the EQ to filter the song so that it has the exact same EQ and boost that the original track from Trapeze had. So now we'll listen back. difference.
There ain't no sunshine, there ain't no rain, there ain't no pleasure, only pain. There ain't nobody.
And you can see the difference in the track itself when you're playing it. You have it turned on.
Like your crystal, you're like cocaine, and there ain't nothing that you want to do. You get your fix, and then you're through.
And there you have it. So I'm going to do another one. So what we're going to do next is, let's go over here. And so I'm going to save this, and I'll show you how I do a comparison. And I actually use the media player to do that. And I'll show you a slick little trick with that as well. All right, so now what I'll do is I'll go back up here to my song, and this is Medicine 2.0. And that's how you fill the metadata out. So when we render this track, it will actually have that information in it. So you'll go back to File, Export. You always want to do this in 44:1, 16-bit. And we'll export that. And it'll take it a few minutes to mix that down. And then I will show you the difference between this track and the previous track that we recorded. And the actual medicine mix from the 2.0 version. So let's see, I'll open that. So I'm going to close this out because it's going to get all, it's going to go all wackadoo trying to run all these things. All right. And so this was the original Medicine 2.0. Actually, no, that's not it. This is it. And so here's the one we just mixed with the reference track. And already you can see a noted difference. And so if you will load those songs in separately and use the arrow buttons back and forth, you can go back and forth between the mix from this one to the other one to kind of give you a comparison without having to load up an entire song list. It's just a simple trick that I use. And that's very notable difference. And that is a huge difference between those two. And it's the exact same mix. It's just mastered with the reference track versus mastering it without the reference track. And so what the reference track is doing is taking the EQ from your reference track and playing through the song, and it's taking the spectral analysis of the track and matching it with your track. And so if you have a specific song that you like, that you think sounds good, that's commercial grade music, you can actually use the reference track in the RackS5, and it'll give you a comparable mix to that. And it can show you where you need to work on certain areas of your mix. So it's a slick little trick that I use. And I just picked that up a couple weeks ago. So we're going to close this out. I'm going to do another one. All right, I'm going to do the same thing with the mix from All I Am. And this was the last known final mix of that song. I'm going to do the same process over again. And so you'll go in. First thing you'll do is go to project settings. Change this to a digital delivery master. Way the hell over there. Why it does that. And so you change your, whoops. Let me do that again. Oh boy. There we go. And this will be the metadata for that track. I'm just screwing it all up tonight. I've had one of those days. And so this is the 5.1 mix, which is the last mix. And I'll put with reference. And so we're going to do the same thing over again. We're going to go to loud and clear, which is kind of my go-to mastering section. We'll add the master match in. We'll hit the reference track. And we'll go back to here. Desktop. And we will add the reference track. You just hit learn. And then you want to learn the source, so you hit play and let it start playing. And then you hit learn.
I'm a little rusty. I don't mind the shape I'm in. It's just the usual. It's just the usual. I don't mind the cage I'm in. I guess I'm comfortable. Got no worries on my mind. It's just unusual. It's just unusual. I've got nothing left but time. There's no change in the weather. I'm fine as you can see.
And there you have your reference. And you can see they're pretty close to each other. And so you just hit the match button and it will shape your EQ to the reference track. And now here's the new mix.
I'm a little rusty. I don't mind the shape I'm in. It's just the usual. I don't mind the cage I'm in. I guess I'm comfortable. Got no worries on my mind. It's just unusual. I've got nothing left but time. There's no change in the weather. I'm fine as you can see. I'm still holding together. What is left of me, and what you see is all I am.
And that's pretty much it. There's really nothing to it. And you can do multiple reference tracks. You can have up to 4, I think. Me personally, I just pick out 1 or 2 and drop them in there. And that's something new that I've been doing. Just kind of gives you a reference to a known commercial track of the same genre of music. So that's really all there is to it. So I just wanted to share that with my guys over on YouTube. And like I said, I'm not going to be doing anything live to YouTube anymore until we get this straightened out. I went onto YouTube to find out how to get the licensing that I need to do what I'm trying to do. And of course, they were not any help at all. They're about as helpful as the government, which is 0 to none. And they couldn't tell me anything. Basically, they can't give you a license. They can't tell you where to get a license. So I contacted ASCAP, and I got basically the same runaround from them. I think it mostly boils down to whose leg do you got to hump to get what you want done. And that's pretty much what it looks like to me. It's just politics. But I should have known better than to play the Beatles music. That was that was where I screwed up. So, and I didn't really realize that it was in the song list that I put up. And of course that was going out while I was going live to YouTube. And so they stopped my broadcast right in the middle of it and pulled it down. And then a few days later, the rest of the broadcast they put back up. So, again, I think it's mostly just politics. But anyway, so we won't be going back live to YouTube at any point in time. I will be doing all my live broadcasts to Twitch and to Trovo, and YouTube can suck it. That's how I feel about it. So that's all for this little segment here. So I'm going to get out of here. I'm Hollywood Jackson for Studio 863. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll be back tomorrow. We'll watch some videos of some other creators doing what they do. Hollywood Jackson here for Studio 863. Please be sure to mark your calendar for October the 31st. I'll be releasing my newest single, Into the Abyss. It'll be available on Apple Music, iTunes, Amazon, and Deezer. And don't forget to check us out on all your favorite social media platforms. You can catch us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and now on Discord. And don't miss our upcoming live streams on Twitch, Trovo, YouTube, and Facebook. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share those links. Please remember to follow, subscribe, comment, and share those links. Just press on the bell icon if you'd like to receive notifications on the latest music and videos from Studio 863. Thank you so much to everyone following us on Twitch TV. Now, if you'd like to make a donation to help keep this channel going, please do so at streamlabs.com/HollywoodJackson/tip. And don't forget to follow us on your favorite social media app. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and now on Discord. Thank you again to those of you who are already following us. Please be sure to check out our music too. Available now on all your favorite music apps. Just go to hollywoodjackson.hearnow.com for my newest single, Angel. And you can also check us out, sinistergrin.hearnow.com for the latest songs from Sinister Grin. I'm Hollywood Jackson for Studio 863. Thanks for watching, and thank you for following.
Audio, video, photography, music, art, multimedia, graphic design, product photography, mixing, mastering, advertising, plus radio and television commercials. Give us a call at 901-530-2893 or send us an email.
Studio 863.
If you like what you see, go ahead and click on that like button. And while you're at it, reach over and hit that subscribe button too. If you got any questions or comments, please leave them down below or just send us an email. I'm Hollywood Jackson for Studio 863. Thanks for watching.
Studio 863.
And don't forget to follow us on your favorite social media platform. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and now on Discord. Be sure to check out our videos on Twitch, Trovo, and YouTube. And as always, please remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share those links. I'm Hollywood Jackson for Studio 863. Thanks for watching.